I am here with Emily Cavers, French horn player for Breakwater Brass, and Taylor Donaldson, arranger and trombonist from Breakwater Brass as well, because we're here to talk about the new band Breakwater Brass, which is performing at the Spire May 2nd. Thank you very much for being here, and I would say you're maybe Kingston's newest brass band, but made up of maybe old-time all-stars in the brass and music Kingston area or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here, and maybe we could start just by talking about your concert, which is this Thursday at 7:30 at the Spire. So what can people expect?
Well, we've got a whole program of classical music and some jazz and big band tunes and a little bit of popular music and some of our own versions of listenable tunes that people probably enjoy hearing.
And Taylor, you're the arranger, so this is things that people would recognize, but you're taking kind of in a different direction, maybe.
Yeah, well, we wanted to take tunes and melodies and pieces from the classical canon and also well-known standards and songs to arrange them for exactly the instrumentation that we have, which is 3 trumpets and 2 French horns, 3 trombones, tuba, and percussion. So it's kind of a nice big size ensemble, and that way arranging the music lets us play all those favorites exactly with all the musicians that we have contributing.
Wonderful. So Emily, I know you've been with the Kingston Symphony for maybe 19 years, right. Which is a long time. Like, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And so are all of the different members of this band, they're from maybe the Kingston Symphony or other kind of music organizations in town?
Yeah, that's right. I think people who have been out to see shows in Kingston will recognize pretty much everybody in this lineup. Lots of musicians that are in Breakwater Brass also perform with the Kingston Symphony. Well, Taylor and I played in Brassworks, which was another larger brass ensemble in Kingston for many years. There's musicians, I mean, Taylor comes from Montreal and he's coming that way. We have another musician who comes out from the Port Hope, Cobourg area. So kind of Eastern Ontario and into Quebec, but mostly local musicians. Some of them play with things like the Big Fat Horn Band and different jazz groups around town. So lots of familiar faces.
Yeah, familiar faces, a good mix.
Yeah.
And Taylor, I know you're a trombone player, but you're also a trombone teacher at McGill. So you're coming all the way back from Montreal to play with this band. You must really love these people that you're playing with.
Yeah, for sure. Well, lots of these folks I've known for a really long time, and I grew up in Kingston, lived here for about 25 years before I moved to Montreal, and I still have family here, so it's a nice chance for me to come back and play with old friends and some new ones too, and a new opportunity to play at the Spire, which is great, new group, so looking forward to that. Yeah.
And Emily, I know you've been playing the French horn for I don't know how many years, but a long time.
Yeah.
What about the French horn makes you love that instrument?
I mean, I've grown up with French horn players. My uncle's a professional French hornist and lives in Europe and performs in Germany. So it's just kind of part of my DNA. But this group is really exciting because in a lot of traditional kind of jazz configurations, there isn't a French horn player. They'll have saxophones instead. So with Breakwater Brass, Taylor's done some great arranging and shifted the parts around. So, I can participate in these kind of jazz charts. So it's a lot of fun and not the music I would always get to play in a traditional classical setting. Wonderful.
And it is jazz, right? And because it's kind of following on the end of Jazz Appreciation Month, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, so Jazz Appreciation Month is the month of April, so our concert's May 2nd, just after. But yeah, there's a lot of concerts going on this month that have been sort of co-sponsored by the Kingston Musicians Union and the Musicians Performance Trust Fund. And the whole thing is kind of a celebration of Jazz Appreciation Month. So we're like the encore, I guess.
Awesome. And I know maybe there's a number of people, probably like myself, who don't know enough about the Musician Union. Can you talk about what they do and what they are in Kingston?
Sure. So the Kingston Musicians Union, I think it's called Union of Professional Musicians now because it includes all the way to Peterborough and Belleville and that sort of thing. But it's a branch of the American Federation of Musicians, which is the musicians union for all over North America, Canada, and the US. And through their partnership with the Musicians Performance Trust Fund, which is from the recording industry, they are co-sponsoring these concerts so that they can be open to the public at no cost to attend, which is really a great way to reach an audience and have it very welcoming and open to people from all kinds of walks of life that would be interested in hearing the music. And so that program is really, we're really grateful to have their support, and it's administered through the local musicians union. So Sue Moore and all the folks in the office, it's been great to have that, because it means we can put on the concert and have it at no ticket price.
Yeah, because it's by donation.
Yeah, by donation, exactly.
Wonderful. And it's at the Spire, 7:30 this Thursday.
Yeah.
And why the Spire? Have you played at the Spire before? Or?
Yeah, I've played at the Spire like many times with different groups in Kingston, and it's such a wonderful community hub. It's, you know, centrally located, but it's just a beautiful space. And especially for the acoustics for brass instruments in the Spire, it's really resonant. It sounds fabulous. So we're really lucky. We feel really blessed to be able to use the Spire for our inaugural concert.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been there a number of times myself. I've played, I think, a few times in the past that I can think of. But yeah, a really great venue to put on a concert, so it's great to be there.
And this concert will come, and then it will go. And then what's next for Breakwater Brass?
Well, we'll see. We have big plans to try to do a season with the group and do maybe some different themes, try some different types of music, different maybe some guest soloists, things like that. And we just got asked the other day if we might be interested in doing some school concerts, so we're going to take a look at that, see if it'd be possible to go do some shows for kids, which we've done with the symphony, Kingston Symphony a number of times. They do that, I think, every year, right? There's a series of education concerts. So yeah, we have, I guess the sky's the limit, I guess.
So we'll have to be on the lookout. So May 2nd, 7:30 p.m. at the Spire, pay what you can, you just walk in the door, drop a bit of money in the pot, and enjoy an hour or two of modern jazz.
Yeah, it'll be some jazz, it'll be some classical music, some brass compositions, and a few popular tunes. And yeah, it'll be two sets of around maybe 40 minutes each or so. So it'll be, and there'll be a little intermission, chance to meet the group. That's another thing we'd like to do, try to get a chance to say hi to people with the new group, so it's possible to have
and play all together, probably in a space. And
for sure.
Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, Emily. Thank you very much, Taylor, for coming and talking to us about this new band, this Kingston Superstars. Look forward to seeing it this Thursday at the Spire.
Thanks for having us.